everyone, my name is Highsight, and today we're looking at rubber and lead. So we press the start button, and we get dropped right in. Join Amateur Night in the arena. Free car provided. Seems weird that we're kind of just only given one choice here. Okay, I mean, I'd like to look over my car, maybe even get a little bit of money to customize it out of the gate instead of just being dropped right in. So when we're starting off a game, if you want to give some semblance of ownership, it'd be cool to, give you the ability to do whatever you want. But otherwise, I guess it's alright to just kind of jump right in and start with something a little preloaded, get the feel for what you'd like to have upgraded in the future. So I guess you go both ways with it. Alright, so we get jumped right in, no transition or anything. It'd be nice to have a little transition there, like a 3, 2, 1, go. But I guess it's fine like this for now. So I got two weapons right now. I have my front gun and my mounted gun. Right click to do the mounted gun, front gun is left click. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Boom, boom, boom. So it's pretty easy right now because, for one, the AI isn't really advanced right now. That'll be coming later, I'm sure. But it's pretty mindless with these particular weapons. I'm just facing guys with similar weaponry, not too different from myself. There's a nice little mini-map radar on the top right here, which is great. I was going to suggest that if it wasn't there already, so we don't have to worry about losing track of the guys that we're fighting. Good deal. Kill what we can. Now, it is a little hard to aim the front gun, obviously, but at least the mounted gun makes up for it. It was smart to include a mounted gun that would actually turn where you're aiming, starting out, because otherwise it'd be a pain in the ass to fight these guys. Victory! Off-screen victory, whatever. Prize, 800, rookie bonus, 6,000. Ooh, they like the rookies. So this is basically the hub menu, it looks like. You have to earn money for your car, and people complain about the menu being too confusing when they start. Makes sense, you're not really going to know what you're upgrading, I suppose, until you play around with it a bit. So now at least I have a feel, I'll know more what I'm upgrading. So, looks like we have a map, missions, arena, garage. What exactly is the difference between map and arena? What does map get me? So I can move around the map, although it's not really a click and drag system. It's actually a click and it'll move to that direction. I'd love a click and drag system here. Can I zoom out with the mouse wheel? Nope, no zoom out. So something else possibly for the future. So we get a little look at our little dystopian, future. Alright. So I don't really see what purpose the map serves at the moment. I'm sure it might come into play more later. So I'm just not going to question that. Missions. You need a car to run missions. Don't I have a car? Do I have the arena? I can do that. Let's head up the garage. Looks like I need to buy a car. Amateurs get cars for free, but I'm no amateur anymore. So I can get economy, sedan, pickup, and that's about it. I'm going to go with the sedan. Something right in the middle, This would be cool. This would be better served being in, a more visual medium right here, as opposed to text. Everything here is text, which works, but I mean, when I'm looking at car stats, I love actually seeing, bars and graphs and crap. I mean, it's a lot nicer that way. Right now I have to kind of really look at those texts and, okay, small, light, small, small, medium, light, medium, medium. So yeah, it's pretty much just generally an upgrade. Large gas tank and cargo, then economy. Good top speed, but poor speed off-road. Reinforced back armor. Cheap but cheap but weak in most stats. Shouldn't that be cheap and weak in most stats? Or cheap, I guess, is a good point. So I guess you're saying, it's good that it's cheap, but it's also cheap. I mean, cheap is pretty universally a bad term, but I guess you can also kind of apply it as a good term. But anyway, slight boost to front armor. Goody goody. And there's this badass machine right here. Decent cargo cap. And good speed off-road. Tough side armor. Alright, we're going to go with the sedan with the back armor plating. And now that we've got that, so we've got more text down here. I would just love it if this was all bars and such. Definitely would be a lot easier to read and know immediately, like at a glance, what's good, what's bad, everything in between. So, now that we got this, I can get a mine. Can't get the rocket launcher, smoke bombs, oil slicks. Flamethrower sounds pretty promising. We'll get the machine gun for now. Can be mounted as a front or turret weapon. Alright, we'll put this in the front. Oh, I already got something mounted there. What about my turret? Okay. That's fine. Oh, I see. It's all right here. No problem. So oil slick would be a rear weapon. You know, if I could at a glance know where all of these could be, like if there could be little icons in the corners, like a front icon here, a back icon here, or rather a mount icon here, a back icon here or something like that, that'd be a much easier way to at a glance without having to read everything, know where it can be mounted. Can only be mounted as a turret weapon. So, yeah, I wish I knew that at a time. Not a big deal, I suppose. Yeah, we'll get the flamethrower. Why not? I got money. I'm rolling in it. How much gas do I have? We're going to have to up that. Tank full, no problem. Let's get some armor. Looks like I can buy this pretty quickly and cheaply. So it says here that my back armor is maxed out, but... Oh, I see. I get it. So I can buy and sell at 10. So here, another great opportunity to visualize everything. If there could actually be, like, bars here that increase and decrease and, like, an overall bar. And you could probably do, like, little ticks for the bars, so, you know, every increase is one tick on the bar and everything. Just to get a better visualization of your armor increasing, because right now as it stands you have to buy and sell up here, you have to do the controls up here, but your eyes have to be directed down here to know what the actual numbers are. So that's kind of a hassle. So my back armor is already pretty high, so let's decrease some of that, increase some of that. So there's definitely some UI work that can absolutely be improved on. In general, if we look at this right here, there is a lot of dead space right here. All this space right here in between this little license plate crap, it's definitely a nice aesthetic, but when you limit everything to the license plate, you're just wasting all this space right here. This could be, I feel like this could be streamlined much nicer if you utilized all the space given to you here, had like different categories that just kind of opened up everything, all your stats over here. I think this can be improved on in general. It's a good start, but it can definitely be better. Alright, how are my bullets doing? Okay, here we go. So bullets, napalm, oil. Well, we're just doing bullets. So I think we've harped enough on this. Let's jump into the arena. Let's try out my new old car. Oh, is this my sedan? This looks like the same car, potentially. Yeah, my sedan was supposed to be like a dark gray or something. Speaking of which, that'd be cool if you could change the color of your car in the future. In the year 2000, the far distant future, where rock guitars and hardcore weapons on vehicles are the norm. 2 more suckers. There you are. Now with bullets, I would love to have my exact number of ammo somewhere in there. Because let's face it, it's always nice knowing when you're down to your final bullet. Bars work fine, it's just, it'd be a nice little plus, I suppose. Alright, so that really, I don't think did anything to me whatsoever. Yeah, I didn't waste any ammo or anything, so I guess I'm just on to the missions. Take this package to Phoenix. Try not to get killed. Cargo 6. Reward 1,500. Let's do it. Oh boy, here's my flame. Oh, right, I did buy a flamethrower. I have no napalm. Leave. Yes. Wait, if you walk back to car... Oh, I didn't read that. I should have read that. Why if I leave do I lose my car? Oh no, this is bad. I don't know if I have enough money now. Guess I'm buying the cheap car. Yeah, I'm buying the economy now. Whoops, I should have read that really closely before I did it. That's a big red warning you should be having on that if that's the case. You should be like, hey, hold up. Before you do this, you might be killing yourself here. Why you do this? Losing your car, that's brutal. Alright, guess we're doing the arena again. Get a little more money. That's my bad, I should have read that. But let's face it, a lot of users like myself, in a high-octane game like this, we want to get right to the action. If we mess up, we're just going to want to retreat. We're going to want a back button, too, sometimes, I'm sure. And where's the last one? There's the last one. There he goes. At least there's always the arena. Can always come back and get a little bit of more money. Alright, now let's get another gun. Weapon. weapons. No, not that. Yes, that's... Mount that on my turret. And I got a good amount of bullets. We can probably try the mission with this setup. There we go. Let's try that again. Definitely a slower car. And I do not want to get hit from behind. Ooh. They are heavily armored. There we go. I gotta say, it handles nicely. I mean, not the car, but I mean the way that the car works badly. Am I out of bullets? No, man. Phew. Salvaging. Ooh, do tell. So there is salvaging in this game. If you stick around long enough near a broken car, which is, of course, risky. That's a nice little risk-reward. Stick around near a salvage car, or a broken car, get some free salvage. What do we get? Failure? Whoa, 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 No, no, no. You're not allowed to have me sitting here salvaging for this long and then not get anything out of it. That's, There's at least bullets on that. I know that for sure. Okay, 2 failures in a row. I'm not trying to salvage anymore. That's no good. No, no, no. You don't have someone sitting... So, in video games, the bane of any video game is having to wait. No one plays a video game and says, oh, I'm dead. You jump free of the wreck just before it explodes. The scavengers ignore you. Okay, so I lost everything. Okay, I do not have enough money to go again, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to delete this character, we're going to play again, get some money, and actually have a good car to do this. And yeah, it would look cleaner if in the middle is where the salvaging stuff came up. But altogether, the bane of all video games is waiting. You always want to try to reduce your waits, any kind of waiting you have going on in your games. You always want to keep that to a minimum. Which generally means if you have a mechanic that's revolved around waiting, there's got to be a good payoff for it. Or at least something to break up the action, which means, like, you know, a lot of people coming for you or something like that. Come on. Come on. So this time we'll gear up our car right, get that sedan, do it up right, get a flamethrower and all that jazz. There we go. Alright, so now we got a ton of money again. We're going to pop into the garage, get a vehicle, get the... Yeah, we'll get the sedan so I can afford some weaponry, such as a flamethrower mounted. And what else? Let's see, do I want anything in back? Probably just more armor, if anything. Alright, so we'll get the napalm this time. Yes, 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 all the buying. I would love a buy all button, like just fill her up, boss. Like... Actually, that'd be nice. That'd be a nice single button. Just a single button to have that'd fill up all your gas, fill up all your ammo for your current weaponry. That'd be good stuff. I tell you what else we'll get. We will get the oil slick because we got the money. Might as well test it out, right? So we'll go to the ammo, oil all around. Not too bad, not too bad. Armor. What are we going to do for our armor? Well... As I've noticed, I tend to have people behind me a lot, so we're going to up the back armor and the side armor. And a little more to the side. 1, 2, 1, 2, and then the rest in the front. Alright, that's a lot of armor. Except for on the bottom. Whoops, I forgot about the bottom. Take some off the back, put some on the bottom. There we go! Alright. So let's see how this one goes. Hopefully this flamethrower pays for itself. So there's a lot to look at with the armors, I'm noticing, is one thing. Like, only one thing needs to fail. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, but I think it also complicates things a lot more than it needs to, if you know what I'm saying. Also, I probably should have looked at what the oil button is. What's the oil button? Middle mouse click? No? But anyway, I'd almost kind of prefer a unified health system where less armored places, like you don't lose armor, but rather the less something is armored, the more damage you take when it's hit there. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like something the Mech Warrior does. It's like, oh, this place isn't armored as much? Well, that's fine. It's just if you take hits there, you're going to take hits there. You're going to feel it. Alright, my fuel's doing good. Right's hurting, back's hurting, front's hurting. And then you can chip away at the, hey, success. I don't know what I got, but I got something, I guess. Anyway, then you're kind of chipping away at the armor, and you can destroy the armor, but destroying the armor doesn't kill you. It just makes it so your overall health, if you lose the armor there, is hurt way, way, way more. It's like a critical hit. It's like double damage, you know what I'm saying? I would definitely consider looking at the way MechWarrior Online does damage in terms of their armor and everything, because that was an awesome system. It was very enjoyable to know that you had very specific parts you had to look at. And in general, this would actually be cooler if it was actually a picture of your car and your armor in every area, like a different color. So, like, you know, if you're doing good on your front, then your front's going to be green. If you're doing good in your back's going to be green. Your sides are hurting. Maybe they're yellow. Maybe they're red. You know, it'd be a much quicker, cleaner way to look at it and know without having to quantify it. Flamethrower! I don't have a lot of fuel. I should probably start gunning it. I'm wasting too much time trying to kill these fools. Ooh! And then that happened. Well, the AI is not too smart, but it's smart enough for me, apparently. What's that say about me? Aside from the fact that I wish I knew what my oil slick button was. Hey! I made it! Cool. Alright, and I got a salvage bonus. So that's what the salvage is. I was kind of hoping the salvage would be ammo. Ammo or armor or something, but you know what? I'll take flat out money. Not too bad. So the armor system is actually generally inspired by MechWarrior already. Well, there you go. Take it to 11. I kind of felt that with the way that I was separately armoring things up. You can kind of feel, you get that feel out of it. I think it'd just be cool if you went all the way with it, honestly, at this point. And then I got to go back and I got to actually reconfigure. I don't like the fact that I have to come back and reconfigure my armor exactly how I had it before if I wanted exactly how I had it before, you know? I got to remember everything exactly how I did it. I think I had more in the back. Go. Alright, now let's see. If I go into the options, can I maybe see controls? F to slow time. Space to handbrake. Rear weapon is E. Okay, E or Alt. Alright, so let's see. Is there a second mission? Oh, here we go. My sister needs a ride to Tucson. Get her there safely. 8 sisters. Damn! Okay. Your salvage skill goes up with... Oh, I forgot to fuel up. See, this is where I goofed. It's like I forgot to fuel up. This is where fill everything up button be wonderful. So now I just got to kind of run for it, because there's a good chance that I am not going to make it through this one. But I do like that oil slick. That's handy. That works well. That might be my saving grace here. Except for the part where I have people oncoming. Just pooping out oil and shooting out bullets. And hoping I don't run out of fuel in between. Oh, that's a rock. But it seems like they get right back on track pretty quickly. Ow. Get out of here with that. Oh, I've made some enemies. I've made some very bad enemies today, and some bad decisions. Hopefully I'll have enough fuel. Yeah, I made it. Haha, no salvage bonus, whatever, I lived. I lived, and I need my fuel. Give me my fuel. Okay, all the gallons. Just all the gallons of fuel. I'll just click this forever. There we go. Tank full. Let's get my ammo, too. Yeah, it'd be great if there was just a general restock button right at the start. I mean, I understand the need to make me pay for it. I totally get that. We're in like a wasteland situation. Every dollar counts, so totally makes sense to make me pay for it. But it'd just be nice. It'd be nice if it was easier to pay for it. I think my goal for tonight is to get that rocket launcher. Let's get a mine layer, shall we? That's a rear weapon? Sure, we can do that. So, I might as well get the cow catcher too, right? Why not, right? Just treat myself. Let's get some ammo, get me them mines. Hire a mechanic, there you go. Buy me a mechanic. Those post-apocalyptica, so like probably a little slave mechanic. I'll keep him in the glove compartment, let him out whenever I finish, and it's like, take care of it. You know what to do. You know how she is. Get that back armor way up, because they're always in my rear view. Right about there looks good. Alright, let's try another mission, shall we? Take this package to Phoenix once again. Try not to get killed. Well, I'm glad he doesn't care about the cargo. He just cares about me. That's kind of sweet. In a mean way. Alright, let's see how these mines play out. Let's get as many people behind me as I can. I want more than just them. I only got so many mines. Oh, what did I hit? Oh, something bad, apparently. Alright, let's try it. Mine! Hey, he's dead. Mine. My mine. I kind of wish the splash damage was a little bit bigger, but I get it. It's a very localized weapon. So I shouldn't expect it to take down multiple people. It'd be nice if it did, but I shouldn't expect it. Oh, that was a whiff. And one more mine. One more for the road. There it is. Alright, we can try to salvage these, but you see, this is what I'm getting at this point right now with the salvaging. I would try to salvage it, and it's just going to take a long time, and if it doesn't even work, I'm going to be disappointed, and it's just like I'm sitting here waiting now. Not much more to say, you know? Ah, another success. There we go. Should have gotten a skill up, so I'm supposed to be getting skills up, huh? Come on, game. Up your skill. I think I missed the whole skill point thing, honestly. Tell you what, I'll bet that's in the menu. Well, I'd leave, but I don't want to lose my car, so we're just going to book it to the exit. Plow right through these guys. Run, 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 run. Look at you with your fast car. One day I'll have a fast car. Hey, I'll get a hooker, too. And some blackjack. And some Futurama references. Alright, there we go. Oh, one of my skills has increased. Huzzah! Which skill? Which skill? Let's see. Can I... Skills. Let's see. Driving scrub. 5% bonus to your top speed, gas usage, and oil slick recovery. Okay. My reputation still is a nobody. My combat is nub. My mechanic is rookie at best. So 45% salvage there. I see. So the salvage is strictly dependent on my skill to do so. I guess I get that now. I thought it... Here's what I would recommend. So currently, with the salvaging, your skill increases your chance of getting stuff. I would prefer it if you always got stuff, but your salvaging skill decreased the amount of time it took to get the stuff. You know what I'm saying? And this definitely does feel like Mad Max in a lot of ways, doesn't it? In a lot of good ways. Let's see. Now, if I wanted the next vehicle, that's going to be a bit of grinding to do right there. I ain't exactly getting paid well, so I'm going to have to do salvages to get those. So let's kick up the left a bit, kick up the right, a little more in the back, and the rest in the front. Alright, we get me my ammo. Bye, 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 bye. We get me my bullets. All the bullets. Napalm. Done. Alright. We're all gassed up. Almost. There we go. See, I'd like to take my new tricked out truck into the arena, honestly. So here's a map again. I don't suppose I could say, like, I want to start here and do something cool, can I? Oh, not arena. Sister needs to get to Tucson. So I can't really decline missions. It's like, that's the mission. Obviously, there's only 2 missions right now, it seems, which is, you know, fine. It's a start, obviously. As he was saying, we need content. So let's brainstorm. What kind of cool missions can... Aside from getting to point A to point B, what would be a cool mission? Because currently we just got transport missions, which, hey, you know, it's a living. Cowtron. Yeah. Salvaging. So salvage missions would be kind of cool. Not necessarily salvage missions on cars, but like if you had set salvage points on a map or something, it's like, go salvage this and find me this and then bring this here and then go here instead and salvage that now. You know what I mean? Like a continuous A to B movement using the radar saying, here's a salvage point, salvage from here, now go here, blah 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 blah. You made it back here, here's some gas, go to the next one, blah 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 blah. No escort missions. God, no. Not in this game. Oh, escort missions. Never. Never. Demolition Derby, obviously, that is the definite obvious choice. That'd be a good way to go. Successful salvage. Ah, you want a mine, don't you? Oh, you want a mine. I was wrong about who wanted the mine. He just wanted it more. I mean, you can have one too if you come on by. Come on. It's totally safe. There it is. Good times. Now, as for juiciness, what can we do to make this game feel juicier? I mean, we got explosions, but they're not really shaking the screen when they happen. And we got, you know, they work, but they're not really that powerful in the sound effects department. I want my explosion to like shatter my soul. You know what I'm saying? Make that a loud explosion. crashing into something. I want... Whoa, okay. Not that kind of crashing in. I don't know what happened there. But anyway, crashing into something. I want to feel that crash. I want it, you know, like, dead stop, like, right then and there. I want it to be like, ooh, you hit something hard. Right now, let's test crashing into something. Let's find us a random dirt. There's a random dirt. So if I crash into that... I did dead stop, but that's where you get that big-ass crash sound, and, you know, you get, like, you get the feeling that the screen shakes and everything just feels wrong, you know? Maybe a minor concussion. Everything goes a little white, you know? I mean, imagine it from the driver's perspective. A lot of people, they do bloody screens in their games when people get shot nowadays, and that's, you know, that's their strategy, especially for first-person shooters. It makes sense. But I mean, you're still the driver. You can still have it feel like the driver's, you know, taking pain and everything that they're doing. All right, so we're gonna lay down some. Wow, he didn't even care about that mine. I'm running out of fuel, so I can't waste too much more time here. I noticed that fuel runs out really, really quickly. Then again, I guess I'm traveling really, really far, technically, too. Like, I'm talking about traveling to Tucson here from wherever the heck I am. Sounds like a long way. Otherwise, I figured people would just walk it if it was really this short. Now, sometimes it's hard to distinguish broken cars from working cars, but I think that's mainly the color palette. It seems like cars completely lose their color when they're broken. But at the same time, there are some cars that have no color. So that doesn't really work, you know? Successful salvage. I'm almost out of fuel. I think I'm near the end. Bumper cars! There we go. Cattle prod only mode or something like that. I don't know. I could get obnoxious. Oh, wow, wait. I'm idling. Idling's going to waste fuel. I knew that. Wow, it's right here, right? Okay, phew. That would have sucked if I ran out of fuel right there. I forgot that idling is going to take fuel because it's a car and logic, obviously. Fill her up, Mac. I got 0 gallons. Whoops. Click that 20 times. Wow, fuel is expensive. Weaponry. It seems substantially less cost-effective to salvage because all that money I wasted on fuel. Oh my goodness. All that money I wasted on fuel just for waiting for the salvage? That's really not working for me. I'm sorry, especially if it's not a guarantee. I think the salvage system needs a major overhaul, or at the very least, use less fuel when idling, or better yet, use no fuel when idling. I assume if you're salvaging, you're not salvaging from your car, so why would you keep your car running, you know? But I digress. Left, 16, right, 16, front, 18, and the rest in the back. There we go. So what other vehicles can we get? I mean, that's pretty far off, so I guess we're really not getting anything for a while. It seems like the arena was the best place to get weaponry, or rather money, but that was really a one-time deal when I was a rookie. Unless there's a better arena now. Nope, still amateur night. New arena's coming soon, TM. Ah, TM. Skills are still, well, combat's getting a little bit better, I guess. You know, they're getting better. And I can buy perks. Sharpshooter, coaster. But I don't know what any of these do. I mean, I can guess, but I don't know what they do. So, let's say sharpshooter. Oh, here we go. See this right here? Tooltips. Tooltips, tooltips, tooltips. All the tooltips. Sharpshooter. Make shots count. 5% bonus to all damage. Evasive. You have an knack for dodging incoming fire. Reduction. Performance. Spend a lot of time tuning your vehicles. Increase the top speed. Stripping parts is your specialty. Salvage gain increase. Coaster. You are adept at squeezing extra mileage out of your vehicles. That's almost something I think I'm going to need. How many perk points do I have? I have 6. I didn't even notice. See, that really... I didn't even notice that, honestly. That needs to be way more front and center, you know what I'm saying? You are good at finding ways to squeeze more cargo and salvage. Alright, so we're going to put performance... Oh, whoops. I was going to multiple boost that. Give that 2, I think. And then negotiator, get some more of those rewards, you know what I'm saying? Alright, so there we go. We got some perks there. I don't know what the traits are all about, though. That's probably later. Alright, we're going to do one more mission. Run into Phoenix. Let's see how much quicker I go now. Should be about 10% quicker. Music's good. Haven't mentioned that yet, but I like the music. Definitely fitting. Especially the menu music. It's very somber, but it still feels like... it feels like it fits with the world, if you know what I'm saying. So now I can go way, way quicker, actually. Drop down some mines. Worry less about these fools. Yeah, flamethrower seems relatively effective. I can't say for sure whether or not it's more or less effective, but it seems effective in general. Well, there, bumper cars. So that should have been my doom right there. Well, let's see. Let's see if we can go straight through and keep doing these missions long enough to buy a big upgrade, like say the rocket launcher I've been waiting so far on. I would love to see the rocket launcher, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, when don't you want a rocket launcher? If it's ever available to you, I'm pretty sure you're gonna want a rocket launcher in your life. Like, if somebody walked up to you and said, hey, you got 20 bucks? I got a rocket launcher to sell you. Rockets are pretty cheap, too. I'll give you, one for $5. Yeah, it's like, oh, I'd fucking do it. I mean, I don't know when I'd ever use it, and I'm sure I'd be arrested shortly thereafter for him being a cop and all, and that is dead end. But, hey, gotta live a little bit sometimes, You gotta get the rocket launcher, is all I'm saying. Bumper cars. Not that way. This is actually a pretty big hunk of UI. That could be I would like to see that a little less, a little reduced. You know what I'm saying? Oh, there's a mine. Okay. Can I afford the rocket launcher? That's all I care about. I can. Let's get me that rocket launcher. Garage. Not vehicles. Weapons. Let's see. Devastating but difficult to aim. Not recommended at point-blank range. That goes right on the turret. Right on the turret. And let's maybe fix up my car a little. First we'll get it some gas. And then we'll get it some rockets. Bye. 'Cause that's all that matters. Rockets and gas. A few mines, why not? And I guess we can put some armor in if we really need to. And if that's really your prerogative. I find it comical that armor costs less than gas. I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, I'm just saying it's funny. It's definitely a game mechanic choice, which I'm okay with. I just find it to be funny. Because reasons. Okay. Did I get a skill point? Let's look at my skills quick. I do not have a skill point. Alright, let's test this baby out. You can't not try a rocket launcher. Alright, let's do it. Who first? You first? You first. Where are you? Come on. Oh, that takes a little while. Okay, so there's a short delay on it. Very short delay. It's actually kind of hard to shoot because of the delay. It wasn't just lying about the hard to shoot aspect, but I mean, when you're shooting a rocket, that's a rocket-propelled grenade. It's an RPG. I want that thing to go flying out of there. It doesn't have that impact behind it. It's missing that juiciness just from the speed alone. In addition to the fact that it's hard as hell to use. Uh-oh. Come on, I need to nail somebody with this thing. Oh, come on. This is actually way harder than you might think. Almost to the point where it's not even close to worth it. Oh, that one went right through him. Oh. I don't see anyone being able to use this from a distance, quite frankly. And I'm probably going to die here, aren't I? I can't back up. Back up. Beep! Beep! There we go. Finally. I nailed somebody with it. And apparently he hit me so hard he died. I'll take it. Works for me. But anyway, yeah, I definitely think that rocket launcher needs a big... For 5,000... If I'm dropping 5K on a weapon, I want it to be a weapon. I don't want it to be this little... Hey, that one hit. This long, delayed, shooty thing that... It needs to be super satisfying, you know? I mean, I'm already a character against the world. You don't have to nerf my weapons to this degree. It's basically just me against everything. Now, granted, it might work well if I'm just, like, driving forward with a group of them chasing me, and then I just shoot backwards. Maybe I might get one of them. It doesn't seem like it's a big splash damage weapon. It just kind of kills one guaranteed. Like it says, devastating, but... I don't think that hit anybody. Ah, see, even that missed. Yeah, that needs looking at. Nope, that's not a rocket launcher. That is a rocket thrower. That is a rocket tosser. It needs a little bit of work. Overall, all right. What are my thoughts on this game? It's a good foundation. It's a very good foundation, but things need to feel juicier. There needs to be more impact, more speed, more oomph. You know what I'm saying? It needs that rugged oomph to make this really feel like a vehicular manslaughter combat game. The sounds need to be spectacular. Those explosions, they need to really kick. Those crashes, they need to crash. That metal, it needs to twist, baby. It needs to twist. Overall, though, it's a great start, no question. That's what you get with alphas. You get a great start. Anyway, improve the sound design, get some screen shaking in there, really feel that impact on everything. And I'd say, presentation aside, I didn't mention presentation. I'm loving the presentation. The graphical style with these menus is excellent. It's excellent. But it's really more a question of the actual usability of the menus that I think needs another look at. Oh, music's great too. But yeah, look at those sound designs. Get some more weapons in there. Make sure the weapons are satisfying. They can be nice and quick and powerful. Maybe consider, bullets also seem to go really, really slow, and I don't really know who that's for, because you're not going to dodge bullets. You can dodge, enemies dodge them pretty well, but it makes, the AI is going to hit you with those bullets regardless. They know where to aim and at what speed to make it hit. You're the only person who's actually losing anything out on these bullets. I'm going to, for the sake of showing off here in the arena, you'll notice that the bullets, you see how slow that they go. They're not really quick. They're not really fast like bullets, but the AI is never going to miss because they know, rather, let me rephrase that. They can be programmed to know when to and not to miss. But for the most part, the AI is going to know when they need to fire, and they can work around that in any way, shape, or form. I would love it, honestly, if bullets were just, bullet speed. They were really, really quick. You just have to aim them, you know what I'm saying? And if they just did less damage, because they're bullets against steel. You're not going to do a ton of damage. Right now, they seem to do a lot of damage, but they move slow to counter that. I'd love it if it was the other way around. I'd love it if it felt like you were firing a machine gun. If instead of these one by one little bullets you can actually see going, I want it to feel like you are just raining down a chain gun hell sling at them. Those are words that don't really make sense, but when you know what you want, you know what you want. I want it to feel like I am just raining bullets on these guys. I want to feel like I am ripping that vehicle to shreds with a million tiny bullets instead of just 4 or 5 of them. You know what I'm saying? It would feel so much more satisfying if it was not just these tiny little bullets going one at a time uniformly, but if it was just a scattershot, just a shit ton spewing out at you. You know what I'm saying? Alright, but anyway, just really gotta feel that impact of these weapons. That's how it's gonna go. Looking at these weapons, you got 1, 2, 3, 4 lethal weapons, and you got the oil slick and the smoke. Those are actually, if I recall, kind of expensive, all things considered, considering they're not really lethal weapons, and you're going to need lethality to win. Nope, I take it back. They are the cheapest and tied for second cheapest weapons, so they're not that bad. But even still, I don't see myself ever buying a smoke bomb, because when is a smoke bomb going to help me, honestly? Yeah, screw it. Let's find out. Smoke bomb, rear weapon. Where's my ammo? Ammo. Get all them smokes. Alright, let's try out the smoke bomb. Double back. Missions. Accept. Alright, so smoke bomb. That's the smoke bomb. Does that actually work? Let's try it. Does it work better than the oils? That's is really the only important question. Does it work differently? Oh, wow. Murdered him. Cow prod. Or plower, or whatever it is. Cow pow. Cow pow. I might actually die here. Missile away! Yeah, I don't think the smoke helps. Hey, I got one. But yeah, the slow bullets, I really think it doesn't do anything for anyone. I think it'd just be way, way better to just kind of have, really quick shooting bullets that just feels like a giant spray of hellfire. And one last thing I want to say, indicators. It'd be nice to know on screen, like with an indicator, just where the enemy's going to be coming from so they don't show up on you off screen all of a sudden and then start firing at you. Like, I'm sure you saw it happening there, but it did happen there. Sometimes, you just kind of get overwhelmed by people in front of you that you can't actually see on screen. So it'd be good to get a little heads up on that. But anyway, that's all I'm going to say about that. Rubber and lead, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for putting this game forward, Omega Point Games.